Hello to all of my West Haven artists and welcome to my digital art lesson. This lesson is for kindergarten through second grade students, but all students are welcome to participate. Today we're going to be creating dinosaur skeleton relief sculptures in honor of Dinosaur Week, which was last week. Our objective for today, or I can statement, is I can roll clay into spears and noodle shapes, flatten shapes like a pancake, and create a relief sculpture onto cardboard. Our guiding questions for today is number 1, what is a sculpture? Number 2, what is the difference between freestanding and relief sculpture? And number 3, where might we see relief sculpture in real life? So before we begin, we need to discuss what is sculpture. Sculpture is using objects such as clay, wire, or paper mache to create 3D forms or shapes. Today we're going to be learning about 2 different types of sculpture, relief and freestanding. This is an example. This picture of the lion is an example of freestanding sculpture. Okay, so the difference between freestanding and relief sculpture. Freestanding sculpture is unattached to the background and has space on all sides. So that means you can walk all the way around a freestanding sculpture. You can see the front, the back, the left, and the right side. You can also see the top of it. A relief sculpture is a technique where the sculpted art remains attached to the background. So this would be like an art that you would see on a wall, and the wall is flat, and then they put the pieces of art onto the background. So this example right here is a relief sculpture. The men riding the horses are flattened onto the background, but it's still risen. You can still feel it. It still has some 3D form to it. Okay, so now that we know a little bit about sculpture, I'm going to read Dinosaur Bones by Bob Barner. This book is going to let you know a little bit more about dinosaur skeletons, and you can use this book as a guide to create your skeleton art today. This is Dinosaur Bones by Bob Barner. Dinosaurs are gone for good. The last dinosaur lived 65 million years ago. Dinosaurs became extinct because climate change made it hard for them to find enough food. Maybe dinosaurs once lived in your neighborhood. The first dinosaur bones were discovered in England in 1820s. Since then, dinosaur fossils have been found all over the world. Fossils are bones and footprints that have been preserved in the Earth's crust. Dinosaurs had teeth to bite and jaws to chew. The shape of the jaws and teeth helped scientists to find out if dinosaurs were meat eaters or plant eaters. Dinosaurs with sharp teeth like this, T-Rex, were meat eaters. They walked the earth when those bones were new. Tyrannosaurus Rex means king of tyrant lizards. Its arms were so short it couldn't even scratch its chin. The first T-Rex skeleton was found in Montana in 1902. A T-Rex skull can weigh up to 750 pounds. They had bones for legs and bones for hips. Dinosaur bones used long dinosaur trips. Scientists studied the bones to find out more about dinosaurs. Some dinosaurs had hips like birds, others had hips like lizards. Many dinosaurs were giants, but some were the size of a chicken. Some dinosaurs traveled and hunted in groups or herds. Living in groups helped them protect them from predators. Ancient footprints show that baby dinosaurs were often protected from predators by walking in the center of the herd. They had bones with discs and bones with points. Ceratogus had pointed bones on its back. Its small head held a brain the size of a walnut. They had bones for running, with sockets and joints. Stegosaurus spent most of the time munching on plants to feed its huge body. It used the spikes on its tail to fight attacks from meat-eating dinosaurs like the T-Rex. Today, only bones left are to show. Triceratops had a skull 1/3 the length of its body. It gathered plants with its turtle-like beak and chewed food with teeth in the back of its mouth. But dinosaurs rumbled and creaked long ago. Triceratops means three-horned face. This plant eater was generally peaceful. However, it used its long horns to fight when attacked. Triceratops was one of the last dinosaurs to exist. So when you see dinosaur bones at a museum in town, remember a dinosaur once used them to get around. Scientists put together dinosaur bones like a puzzle. They used chisels, diamond saws, and dental drills to remove the bones from the rock. The skeletons are held together with metal wire and pipes. Brachiosaurus weighed more than 10 elephants. It was one of the heaviest and longest dinosaurs. A hungry Brachiosaurus used its long necks to reach tender leaves at the top of the trees. And these are all our dinosaurs that we have read about. And that is the end. Okay, so now that we have finished dinosaur bones, I'm going to tell you what you need. You're going to need a square or rectangle piece of cardboard, some crayons, a 1/4 cup of salt, 1/4 cup of water, and a 1/2 cup of flour. So let's begin. Okay, so we're going to start off by making our salt dough. So here's my 1/2 cup of flour, my 1/4 cup of salt, and my 1/4 cup of water. So we're going to start off by pouring our salt into the flour. And you want to mix it together really well. And then we're going to slowly add our water. So this is basically making white Play-Doh. When it starts getting sticky, you want to start mixing it with your fingers. So I'm going to start mixing mine with my hands. When it looks like this, and it's not so sticky, then it's done. And I'm gonna put it to the side while I get my everything else together. Okay, so now that I have finished my sock dough, I'm going to start on my cardboard. So I've already sketched out my dinosaur, but you don't have to. At this point, we're just going to color our background first so we don't mess up our dough later on. You're going to get earthy colors like brown. You can use yellow, maybe even a little red. And you just kind of want to color the outside so it kind of looks like a cave or some rock. And it doesn't have to be perfect. You can mix up the colors. Okay. You can even try different colors. It's your choice. Whatever you have at your house. Okay. So now what we're going to do, we're going to work from the face and slowly move down to the tail. So we're going to get our salt clay, and I'm just going to keep it right here to the side. And I'm going to start with my dinosaur face. So remember, our eye can, we were going to be rolling our shapes into spears and noodles. So now we're going to do a spear shape, which is like a ball. And we're going to flatten our dinosaur's face. And I'm actually going to be using some utensils, plastic utensils, to kind of cut out shapes. So we're making a dinosaur face with his mouth open. Then you can even get a pencil to make his eye socket. I'm gonna get one of these. I'm gonna pick it up and I'm gonna poke a hole where his eye will be. Okay, then we're going to stick it back down. We're going to press it onto our cardboard. Alright, so this is a T-Rex, so he's going to actually have some sharp teeth. So just pinch a little piece off, kind of mold into a little small noodle, and then you want to stick it inside of his mouth. That's going to be one tooth. And I'm going to do another tooth right here. Okay. And you can add more or less teeth if you want. Remember, you're using a pencil to kind of just mold everything into the shape that you want it to be. Okay, that's good. Make sure it's flat. Don't smush it down too much or it's going to mess it up, but you kind of want it to be kind of flat. Remember, we're creating a relief sculpture. So it's rising off of the cardboard. Okay, so next we're going to do a noodle to create our spine. So we're going to roll a noodle shape. And you don't want it to be too thick and you don't want it to be too thin. That's a little too thick, so I'm gonna pinch off a little bit more. That should be good. And then I'm gonna make a spine. Pinch off a little bit more. And then you're gonna press it down gently onto your cardboard and connect it to the dinosaur's head. All right, and now your spine has these things called vertebrates. So we're going to be creating little vertebrates by creating little small noodles about that big, wide enough for it to stretch over the spine. You want them on both sides of the spine. And you're going to press it down. That's one vertebrae. This is another vertebrae. I think I can get about 3 or 4. Let's see how many I can get. Okay. I only got 3. That's fine. Right now we're gonna do the hips. Remember when we read the book and we read about the hips? We're gonna do the hips now. You're gonna roll a piece of clay into a spear or a ball. Not too big, you don't want it as big as the head. It's smaller, your hips are smaller than your head. So you want it to shape like this, and then you want to smush it down. Next shape is going to be my arm. We're going to be rolling a noodle. So remember that T-Rexes have really small arms, okay? Remember, it couldn't even scratch his chin. So these are going to be short little noodles. Right, now we need his hands. Another noodle. And we're gonna curve it kind of like you're making a C. And then we're gonna stick it right here at the end of your arm. Next, we're gonna be doing our legs. We're gonna do it the same way we did the arm. You don't want them too long because you don't want it to come off of the cardboard. So you can have one leg here. Then I'm going to do another leg that's kind of curved. Again, roll it into a noodle. Press it down onto your cardboard. We're going to do feet the same way we did our hands. Roll a noodle, then shape it into a C shape. Press it down onto the cardboard. Noodle. C shape. And then press it down onto the cardboard. Alright, the last thing that we're going to do is a tail. So tails do have bones in them, and it's also connected to the spine. So we're going to start our tail here and work it up. So you can make a long tail, a short tail. You can even try to make some of those other dinosaurs we read about in the book. So roll a noodle. I'm going to move this to the side while I roll this out. There we go. That should be long enough. Start it at the hip bones and curve it up and press it down. So remember I said that your dinosaur's tail is connected to the torso, so we also need some vertebrae on those too. So to make your vertebrae, if you don't remember, we're going to get a piece of clay. We're going to roll it into a noodle, and then we're going to flatten it out. And then press it on both sides of the tail. Okay, this is going to be my last one. Okay, so now I have some extra clay left. You can try to get another piece of cardboard. You can make another dinosaur, maybe a different dinosaur using that book. You can also look up some of the pictures from that book on Google. Again, the book's name is Dinosaur Bones by Bob Barnes. You can also maybe create some dinosaur eggs at the bottom. So roll into a sphere and create kind of an egg shape. Because dinosaurs did hatch from eggs. Or maybe you can just create something else with your air dry clay. Okay, so now that we're done, I'm not going to make anything else on mine. We're going to lay these to the side so it can air dry. Okay, once it's dry, you can color on it. You can paint it with maybe food coloring. If you have some watercolor paints, you can create it with that, color on it with that, or you can color on it with marker. So this is our finished dinosaur skeleton. And again, it's a relief sculpture. See how it's coming off of the page? Alright, that's it. Okay, now that we are done creating our relief sculptures, I want you to complete it. You can color it, you can draw a picture, maybe in the sky. And then when you get done, I would like for you to email me your artwork at misshainesartroom@gmail.com with your name, your grade level, and your homeroom teacher's name so that I can share it with the other teachers and the admin from West Haven. The works cited, I got this lesson idea from Miss Cassie Stevens, another art teacher in Nashville. And the book that I read was Dinosaur Bones by Bob Barnes. I hope you enjoyed, and I look forward to teaching you again next time. Bye!